YouTube, what's going on? Today we're looking at how to create a website using Grav Content Management System, or as a lot of people call it, just GravCMS. Nice little short term for it. Now I'm using Reclaim Hosting to host the website itself, and by using Reclaim Hosting we can add the application of Grav in it. Then once we have it added to our hosting site, we can come in, we find ourselves in the file manager after adding the application. And this is kind of the biggest part of Grav is because it's a flat file system, meaning it doesn't contain a database. All the files are held in these folders that you see on the left here. So the website I made is pretty easy. It's pretty not very extensive, I'd say, but it does kind of get down to the basics of what GravCMS really does. And so if we look on the side here, we can see just going down from our top file, we can come to the public HTML here, holds pretty much all of our data that's going to be displayed and everything needed to display all that data on the website. So we come down more, we can find the user folder down here. So this is where we can make different users. Right now, it's just the admin account. And that's the one I've been using just to change things on the website and create the website. If there were other people that would work on it, we can add them as we can make new accounts and new users, and then they'd have different privileges. We can change the security based on each person that we add. The next big thing that we have is the pages folder. And so this one is where all the main content that's going to be displayed on the website is in this folder. So I have 5 folders here. One that's introduction, pros and cons, alternatives, structure, and video. And right now the reason for these folders is to make different tabs and different spots on the website. Now if we look at the actual website itself here, we can see we have an introduction, pros and cons, alternatives, structure, video. We just saw that over here as our pages. So each of these folders represents one of our tabs that we can go to. Now, if we navigate between them on the actual website, we can see all this, and then we come back, and if we were to select one of these folders, we can see inside there's a default .markdown file in it. That's because Grav uses Markdown language as the primary file type for its web pages. So if we go through, there's each one has its own default Markdown. This one has a picture in it just because there's a picture on that page. The video is also a Markdown, which this video will be on that website, which in the comments of this video, you'll be able to navigate to the website if you'd like to check it out for yourself and learn more about Grav. But pretty much we're just going to go over the main file structure and how to change things using their UI as well. And so if we come over to where we're able to edit things with Grav, we can come, there's a configuration tab that if we go to, we can change all types of things like with the home page route. We're able to change between different languages. There's twig templating, different error handlers, and then we go through, you can change security, media, and site data. And right now it's displaying there's one account, and that's because that's the admin account that we talked about earlier. But the real part is the pages tab here. We see there's the root destination that's pretty much just the link of the website. And then we have our introduction, which will be the first home page that loads up when we first navigate to the page. So this welcome to Grav page, this introduction is our home page. And so Grav really makes it easy of editing pages because it's all written in Markdown. These hashtags here are just, since there's 2 of them, this means this is a H2 tag. Like if you were writing in HTML, it would be an H2 tag. These have 3 hashtags here, meaning it's an H3. And the reason for those is, if you don't know HTML, it's the H2 is this guy here, and it's a little bigger than these here, because these are the H3s that we were looking at. Now these down here, the regular text is just normal text on here, and Markdown does a pretty good job of just taking normal text as a paragraph tag. So if we go down a little more, there's different ways of just linking. It's the regular Markdown stuff, just as you would in any other kind of place that would use Markdown. If we go back to pages, we can see we're able to do this with each file in the website. We can go to pros and cons, which has, actually we'll go back to that and show you that. So the home page has just a regular slash or forward slash as its destination spot in the URL. Now, as we go down, since these are not our home page, this has an extra extension to it. This one's pros and cons, alternative, structure, and video, that you can make whatever you want it to be. So if we were to come to the website here, we'd see it's just the regular .com at the end with nothing on the home page. But if we go to pros and cons, we can see that's added to the end of the link as pros and cons. Alternatives is the same up here. Structure and video, which is where this video will be on the website when it is over. If we come back to the home page here, and then we come back into this, there is one other huge perk about using Grav is the maintenance. So it doesn't automatically upload every update that they put out. You're able to pick and choose which ones you want to do, and it kind of increases security throughout your website so that you don't just push out whatever they want you to do, because there could be some bugs in it. There could be some different viruses in it. Like WordPress has a huge problem with viruses because it's automatically updates all the time, and it's easy to grab their plugins and just really just hack into multiple websites that use it. And so the last thing is Grav is very comparable to WordPress. I find it much easier to use than WordPress. And there are other options out there as well, but Grav's a good one. It does have a minor inconvenience, I guess, if you're making a large website. But if you do have a small website like this that's just going to have some images, some text, some little parts here and there that doesn't really take up a whole lot of space, then it's a great option. But if you have a bigger kind of project that you want to work on, it might cause some problems due to its file structure. Since there's no database, it makes it slower and a little more buggy if there's so much more data than just some simple text and markdown language. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.